think my throat's okay. I can talk for probably a bit. Turn down that twice. Oh, I said I was going to get headache medication. You do it after this match. When you sleep for an absolutely insane amount of time, you tend to just... your brain gets more overloaded. I will say, randomly, the dreams that I had while I was asleep was weird, because it felt like it was all really, really vivid and real. Them's the breaks, I guess. I'm surprised that people seem to be playing oddly with Starstruck Clown. That being said, they probably have a lot of, like a lot of people running Vigil. That's the wrong button. Let's try that again. Swore I saw somebody. Should be interesting. Alright, let's go to the basement, friend. Didn't see anybody on the way, but that's okay. They should be a little bit scared with Starstruck, so should have some time. Goal's not really to win. The goal is more so to actually, like... Yeah. Let's head on over. Because, yeah, the whole point is getting the tomes done, so... I think there is somebody who was just outside, though. I just don't know where they went. Two sables. Makes sense. they pretty much got the win here. That's fine. Ah, missed. Let's try this again. Alright, let's see if I can... Well, I shouldn't be able to make it, but I have an idea. Should be somebody in the middle. That's what my hunch is. You might go immediately down. Yeah, okay. Bring you down into the basement. Cool. You're right here next to the basement, so... This should trigger relatively soon. You want to wait. Oh, you have ghost notes. Okay. Interesting. Let's do this. So that's done. Question is, are they actually healing Red Bug? The answer is probably no. They should be rather close. Question is, where is? Probably upstairs. The question is, where are they? See them? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, they got the last gen. That's fine. Let's get hit by everything. They should be at that door over there. Odd place to boon. Okay. Well, we got our tome done. So that's all that really matters. All console. It's interesting. A full boon. That's fair. I don't really remember where like all the totem locations are anymore. Windows, odd, quick gambit. Yeah, no, I kept destroying all the pallets, so I guess it didn't really matter in that case for them for any means necessary. Alright, well that is that tome done. I don't want to do this one. Let me grab some medicine real quick, 1 sec. One of these days I gotta buy myself some new lights. Yeah, it's so dark in this room right now. I guess I am gonna play playing Huntress. This is gonna be odd. Doesn't hold a candle to how other people play Huntress, but I mean, Darkness Revealed is gonna be still fine. See, Deerstalker is only good if it's at the end of the game. If it's at the end of the game, the Deerstalker is like a saving grace. I guess like batteries included is an option. Because if I do batteries included, at least I'll be a faster Huntress. Preferably, I like both. Deerstalker is nice. Well, no one expects Deerstalker anymore, right? Because they just think Deerstalker is, oh, they can see if somebody's down. They just must suck at like finding people who are downed. But now that it's like you just see the person you've chased the least every 30 seconds, oh, it's so cracked. But people really don't expect it, right? Darkness Revealed's suitable for Huntress, Lethal Pursuer because I suck at finding people anyway. Nowhere to Hide is like the only one that we could potentially not do. I'm just thinking of what I could use instead. Because there was a haste one that was like Rapid Brutality. Yeah, hitting a survivor with a basic attack gives you 5% haste, but you just can't get Bloodlust anymore. Game Afoot is just such a strange perk. When blinded by any means, gain 10% haste for 10 seconds. Does that work with Lightborn? Oh, we could do machine learning. Machine learning might be actually interesting, right? Because when you damage a generator becomes compromised, and the compromised generator is complete, gain undetectable, and 8% haste. Should have been. Have a good night, Cassie. Thanks for stopping by. Oh no, I do not play Huntress at all. I'm notoriously a very bad Huntress player. Um, like just abundantly bad. So I'm trying to think of like, because all I know is aura perks, right? Like that's kind of the gist of what I know. Um, yeah, I know you know Huntress pretty well, Flora. I think I have Huntress is also the one that I have like quite a lot of stuff for, like Brave Beast. I like the Mordeo though; it's a cool costume. Could do Baba Yaga. She is quite cool. That is true. Let's. I mean, batteries. Into a match we go. Good luck with your matches. I just can't hit hatchet shots to save my life. So we will see how this goes. We tried. We tried trying harder. I mean, I'm kind of known to just fold when the cards are against me, just to not waste time. So probably not in that turn. Gosh, I have been in my bed like all day today. What time did I even go to sleep last night? I know I played Pokemon, was very, very out of it. Ended the stream pretty early, and then I don't really remember much after that. And then, like I said, I had like super, super vivid dreams. So like everything was like I thought I was like awake for the most part. So my roommate texted me at like 7, and that's 7 p.m., not 7 a.m., and was like, "Oh, food's ready," and I was like, "Excuse me," and I saw what time it was, and was like, "Oh, I see what has happened." So. But also with my lights being permanently broken right now, and I have to be convinced to buy new ones. I don't really. Unless everyone wants to see a dark screen, I can't even have like face cam up. So, this is gonna suck. Did I pick batteries? I did. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that makes sense. A steady hand. That's fair. I don't know how I'm gonna hit people from super far away, but, you know. They're all over there. Or some of them are, at least. Okay, that's one. Interesting. You know, I should probably stop flicking my wrist. I think that's probably what the potential issue could be. Because I find myself flicking my wrist a lot. Which, I mean, that's what I do when I play baseball and stuff. Oh, get out of here. Yeah. Which I'm going to be able to do there. Did you... Okay, I see where you probably ran. Okay. Interesting, you missed. You know, that's fair. Good job. Alright, now we just run. I don't know why I just find myself flicking my wrist so much. Did you just run away, or did you... You ran? Okay. I just don't know where you are. This seems like a shitty loot. Yeah. Bad loop. We're jumping over there. Where did you go? There. Okay, hold on. Okay. You're right over there. Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. Damn. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I guess I haven't chased you that. Right, I can just run really fast here. Didn't exactly work, huh? Where'd you hide? Oh, right up there. Okay. Well, we got 2 of them dead. Yeah, that checks out. That's fine. We got the speed. Needed one more. That's fine. One more long shot's all I needed. Ace head hyperfocus. Interesting. A vigil, sprint burst. Inspiration. I'm surprised that keeps getting a run. And then Jill. I don't know what Jill's plan was. Fair point. Yeah, I don't know how I'm about to hit 4 survivors 15 meters away, and like, I'm very, very bad at aiming. I guess like these are fine for the time being, but I think barbecue might work better. I'm just considering like I'm considering aiming. That's really what I'm considering. It's like we're trying to expect that I'm going to be able to aim in something considered FPS, which on my track record is not something that happens. But like, I think it's because I lean into the hits myself. I think that's also a bit of an issue. Whenever I do face cam, like, it's very apparent. Whenever I hit, like, I physically, like, in my chair, lean forward as if I'm about to actually get the hits, like in real life. It's not the greatest thing, but I think because of that, it causes me then to move my mouse just enough to, like, hit the wrong things. I think that's what's going on. The thing is, I also do that when I'm playing, like, FPS games, is when I shoot, like, I lean into it. So I just gotta not do that. Sure. This sucks. This sucks. This is such a bad rock. It's such a bad rock to go up against. What do we got here? Okay, there we go. There we go. Just keep the aim steady, Kit. If you keep the aim steady, you might have a better shot at actually hitting them. Barbecue. We got one. We got two right there. So I guess you broke left, yeah. Okay, let's break this. Did you keep going left, or did you... No, you just stopped right here. Okay. But what is your plan? Are you gonna stay by this rock, or... This sucks, this sucks. Okay. Never mind, you just did the rookie mistake, but that's okay. Anything there? They didn't fix this, but they might have moved down here. They did. Okay. There should be this right here. Alright, I'm just gonna have to, like, really... Oh no, you're just gonna just chill right there, I guess. Alright, we're just gonna have to M1 this person. Nope, 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 nope. I needed to break it on the other side. Son of a gun. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Okay, well, you're cornering yourself by doing that. Okay. Well, that's one. 3 hooks, 1 gen. I mean, we stopped a few of them. You know what? Hold on. Is anyone close by? One of them's over here. Dwight's over there. That's a son of a bitch car. Okay. Ooh, but you're giving me the haste. Got her. Ooh, you gave me the haste. Okay, the haste is going good. The haste was good. Maybe not the greatest, but that's fine. Son of a bitch. Sprint burst, huh? Okay. Okay, well, they're making some dumb mistakes. They're making some dumb mistakes. Granted, so am I. Somebody just ran to them. Yeah, I just watched that happen out of the corner of my eye. Intriguing. Dwight got hit once and then never again. There we go. Let's see if we can... You're just gonna sit right there, huh? Nope. Okay, but we do get the speed. That's fair. Okay, no more speed. Fair. I'm... And he has Lithe. Okay. Why am I doing the same thing? Okay, well. Let's do this. I think he went back. Okay. Not your greatest plan, Chief. Not your greatest plan. I still need to hit people from super far away, though. They did eventually get that one, huh? Okay. Unfortunately for you, you have dead hard. There. Alright, give me the batteries. Yeah, I'm gonna not do that. That works. Okay, well they both are over there. Let's break this, and then see if we can... Okay, they healed the Zarina. The question is, will they have enough time to heal... No, they both just booked it. Okay. That's fair. Bang is down. There's those two gens that are super close to being done. The question is, yeah, that was my next question. Was she going to go for the save? The answer is yes. I do need to break this gen then. I don't know how many long shot hits I've gotten though. That's the penultimate question. Dude, if you're just gonna do this. Nope. I just can't hit anything. Oh, shoot. We both got stuck on rocks. Okay. We both may have gotten stuck on the same rock. That's fine. They are going for the save, though. He's running to the left. Serena's right there. They're all on Death Hook. So it's just a matter of... Can I get... Dude, I got stuck on the rock again. So is Fang... No. Fang is not. I don't think she's expecting the barbecue. Yep, figured that much. Okay, well, we got the win. I don't know how we did, but we did. Three adrenalines. Jane had urban evasion. That makes sense. I did see the urban evasion when they were going into the basement. Off the record, which didn't entirely matter because they did a gen. Maybe and actually I don't know how off the record works anymore. Deja vu, we got 2 windows, alive, dead hard, fast track, interesting. Deja vu live. Remember in the past, like, hating Deja vu just because, like, it just showed you where the gens were. Now that it has, like, the actual... interesting part. Alright.
Something evil will eventually fall to ruin.
Switch it up with some... Survivor. I don't entirely want to deal with stunning the killer 4 times in one match. That just sounds awful. Stun and escape as Jane. Well, it's not stunning 4 times, but it's still stunning. Alright, Jane. What do we do for a stun build? Wow, I don't have, like, hardly anything for you. That's fair. Gosh, I really don't know. Like, I'm racking my brain, right, on what kind of build would be a good... Because I'm not a head-on kind of player. I mean, we could just do the quick and quiet. No, not quick gambit. Stop that. Quick and quiet. And then head-on. Then you become exhausted. So now what else do I have to do? Is there anything that happens while exhausted? Blood rush. You know what? We could do this for like a lightweight build. Okay, well, let me, spend... I have insufficient to do 15. An error occurred when updating the blood web. That's fine. Try this again. You know what I really would have liked? Lightweight. Fine. I guess that's just how it is. So we can do the stun with head on, and then after that, it's just we run. We run very, very far away. I'm not sure what this is gonna be. With my eyes closed, all I see is the skyline through the window, the moon above me and the streets below. Hold my breath, make it in. Taste your lips and feel the skin. Ugh. Music. Saying the Renato player. Interesting. Unless I know the Renato. This might not go well. Yeah. I like how I disabled like the beginner tips sort of thing, and it still gives me like, this is how you would know somebody's in a chase. This is how you know this. It's like, well, I'm aware, game. Thank you. Appreciate it. I've been solo queuing for ages, so I kind of have an idea of how this all works. Somebody screamed. Probably the Nia? I would say Nia. Oni. That didn't just happen, I swear. That was insane. I guess I should be in the replay buffer on. Left hand, put replay buffer. Can't do it on my main computer because my main computer is kind of a hunk of junk. But that's fine. That's a little concerning. Okay, that's Trail of Torment. I got you, Buckaroo. Oh, you brought a bear here? Excuse me. I need to go this way. What's up, friendo? Got unfortunate news for you. This is a shitty pallet now, isn't it? I can't believe I got the stun. Listen, I got the save. So he's got Trail of Torment. I'm not sure what else he's got. I would love to actually do this gen. Because this will give us the biggest split, as it were. Good. Do we think he has nowhere to hide? Ah. He does have nowhere to hide. Got it. You did that way too early! You fool! That was ridiculously early. You are too far away now. Okay, we need to leave. We need to get the last gen, which is over here. Silverlight's dead. So there's the last gen right there. Okay, Trail of Torment. Depends on if the Renato's great or not. We can't hear him, but he's chasing the Renato, so... Let's see if we can stick this out. Yeah, let's stick this out. It's gonna be the best way. Alright, better run. That's it. Gonna have to go for this save. Need to run. What you thinking, buddy? What you thinking? Jelly needs to, like... Dude, if Jelly can get the other door, that would be great. Where? It's close, I know that much. Dude, if Nia can just grab the other door, that would be preferred. You think he's looking for me? Damn, we were so close. Why are we deciding that that's the best one to go to? Why did we decide this? Where's this happening? Above us, okay. Go team. So proud of you. Oh, we didn't even realize we didn't even see the corrupt intervention. I guess they were like near us when it started. Pup makes sense. That's fair. It's funny how they just kept passing me though. Like I wasn't even in the locker at that point. So stems the brakes, stems the brakes. It's interesting doing this as Jane, because I feel like Janes are known to be like a bit interesting, I suppose. It's fine. This headache isn't going away. I guess that's fine. Solo queue. Da, 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 da. Solo queue. We all love solo queue. What a weekend. What a weekend. Feels odd having not too much to talk about, but I think Cassie was ultimately correct about something they mentioned earlier. Ugh, it is what it is. Another TTV. Who would have thought? Yui's got some pretty good outfits, though, I do have to say. They are indeed quite nice. Ah, Springtrap. The Banui. Corrupt Intervention. Fun. So what we got? Corrupt. Our Rainbow Six Siege player. So we can do this one. Pay attention to the flashing of the lights. Y'all are evil. I like how they are trying to use the cameras to be like, maybe we could use Springtrap's power. But now I'm not going to have any idea when... Oh my lord. We need to leave Steve. This is unfortunate for all of the reasons. Okay, cool. Now I can actually pay attention to the door. Oh, I do see a bunny all the way over there. Coming back. Alright, cool. Ruin! Hmm. Okay. Well, they can get themselves off the hook. Seems like they're just trying to... tunnel and camp. Surge. Okay. Can we find the hex? That would be rather sublime. We can find it. You ever get the weirdest feeling that the hex is, oh, I don't know, in the Killer Shack? Yeah, there's Ren. We're not going to be able to do anything about it. So I get the feeling. So he's got Surge. He's got... It's not right there. He's just trying to camp. Okay. Yeah, his totem's probably right there, huh? just see. No, you're just chilling. Okay, so it's got to be... Okay. So it's got to be over here somewhere. The question is where. It is in this corner. It's 1, 2, 3. So it's somewhere over here. I would just like to know where. If I can find it right here. I have to save you. Dude. Just wants to camp. There's not going to be much we could do there. Did I just try to flashbang? Suppose so. Dude, stop using the cameras. Please. Let's see. Are they not here? Yes, they aren't. Nope, they were just staying hidden. What a play. That was unfortunate timing. Okay. I mean, that's the game after all. Well, there are 3 places I know that the hatch could be. The question, are you going to give me hatch? Yes, you are. Okay. Technically 4. I'm going to have to wait. So they have Surge. They had Corrupt. You probably have it over there. Yeah, okay. So it's by Shack. That's what they brought. The thing is, the basement is right over here. Not what I need. Okay. There's one more chest. It's back here. It's a matter of will it work? No, because it's right over here. The door is right there. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's go grab... Where's the totem? Like right over here, right? Yeah. Let's see if we could do one last thing. I should have made it over to the shack, but it wasn't gonna happen. Earl, you were very, very loud. Yeah, that's spawning at the other shack. Why are they confused? It's so odd. Emerge mangled, and then you just see where you're going. What up, Callie? I'm just trying to do tomes. Like, not one to. As much as I would be fine with making somebody like that cry. Let's see if we can do some Richter games. Just, do something that's not having to stun and leave. Finishing in a health state. It's more just escaping as Jane, but that's okay. Fully deplete a med kit? Sure. How were your games, Kelly? Thanks for the hydrate. I do actually have water next to me for once. Toxic killer band of fun trying to save each other. That's fair. Yeah, killers tend to be. No, the games that you all tend to get into, you don't tend to have too many of the toxic killers. I get ones just telling me to off myself pretty often. Case in point, our previous bunny just wants to be a dick for no reason. Them's the ropes on a typical kit game, so. The best of it? That's good. That's good. Cat picture's awesome. Yeah, it's my normal go-to. I did used to have like an actual PNG tuber icon, but the person who made it I don't talk with anymore. So I didn't feel right using it as a PNG tube anymore, even though I guess it's used for my YouTube thumbnails. Ish. But my friend Ray, I don't remember where she found this cat. It's not hers, but we always called it the Nyani cat. So I always put it up when I don't feel like doing face cam. Um, which is pretty often, all things considered. But also, if I like just wake up and then go straight to stream, I usually will have it up because I'll look like a mess otherwise. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of my looks or my face. As much as everyone seems to love my hair, but I think it's more the color of it than much. But I think I've learned that I'm much... What's up, animatronic? Oh, look. Not a bunny. Crazy. Getting the main gen done. Trapper. Interesting. They're trapping main. Got it. Okay. So they're trapping main. But Hatch is the one, or Shack is the one with the basement. So. I feel like more on my streams lately, it's much more the gameplay itself and just how I'm doing is more interesting than the actual, I guess, topic of conversation. I'm gonna leave. This seems like a... Okay, never mind. Well, this is not good. Hi. Amusing. Okay. You want to play this game? Because I don't think you trapped this place. I don't believe you trapped this place at all. Hi, Yuffie. Cheryl, you were not in a good spot. No one really pays attention to their feet at all. Oh, do? Could be better. But how are you doing? That's done. Okay, standing near Cheryl. Back to cat kits. I mean, I woke up at like 8:30 today. 8 o'clock. Something around that time. So, go save a friend. Interesting. They did that already. Okay. So we're tired and a little cranky, but okay. That's fair. I'm interested. That's what I figured. He's got 2 traps right there. Yeah, I know. So he's trapping the exit gates and trying to make sure Maine is as bad as can be. Interesting. I'm not too worried. And he has injured traps. Fun. We love this kind of trapper. Oh, come on. You can't be there again. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to go run and save this guy. What are you doing right there? Buddy, I'm gonna need you to take a hit. Love you too, friend. That's fine. I'll just stop by and say hi. Hello. Is Ace dead? I still have a make it. Sorry, but too sleepy to stay too long. It's all good. It's all good. I haven't streamed in a hot second anyway, so that is completely understandable and fine. I did stream yesterday, but that type of stream was not a typical kit stream. Well, I guess it was a typical kit Pokemon stream. Arceus stream. Malaysia was in the city when shopping. Trains are running a bit late. Fair. As it happens. Where? Oh, no, Ed. Awesome. Yeah, that sounds about right. See if we can find Noed. There it is. Okay. Well, it's up to you, friendo. likelihood. And remember me. Awesome. So he's just a dick. Cool. This week, if you want to. Possibly. We'll see. Okay, well, that's gone. But I think the hatch likes to spawn, like, right over here. If no one brings anything, I think the hatch usually spawns, like, right there. Okay. Well, that's, what we call big no energy. Oh, dang it. I don't know where the other door is, and this guy's playing like a dick. Which, I mean, that's fair. That's kind of most killers nowadays. Well, I don't want to disarm that. That just seems like a bad idea. I just don't know where the other, like... Where is the other door? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Well, let's go on an adventure, chat. As I play P5X to pass the time. Because we got a boring killer. God, poor fucking James. James tried his best and then did not succeed. Thank you for the hydrate. If I've learned anything recently, though, when it comes to, like, Dead by Daylight karma, is that karma tends to benefit bad behavior than good. But also, like, this is just the name of the game. Everyone can get their villain arc in this game. You know what? I want to be on stage. Good night, Yuffie. Has been killer sighted for the longest. Oh no, you're upset. Slowly going back. Nah, I think it's mostly been killer sighted. Ooh, a TTV. Fun. No Ed, No Way Out, Remember Me. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, once you say Bloody Coil and then you have two traps right next to the exit gates, like, you're not living. So, I'll just play P5X for the time being, while letting them waste their time doing nothing on their stream as well. And if they have an audience, great! Not, yeah. Bye, Kelly, take it easy. I don't think it was that amazing of a stream, but appreciate it. Have a good night. Take it easy.
This is my destiny.
I am just only interested in doing tomes, so if we win or lose, that's fine. If we're going to drop a paladin in the chase, then why not just keep screaming? Seems like a good way to do it. these are going to be the par for the course. I think we talked about it. I want to say it was during like Flora's stuff. You have TTVs that want to farm like clips and show off their content being assholes and such, or playing the grossest way. And that's fine. Like, that's their content. If that's what's making them money, more power to them. Oh, excuse me. But because behavior is not going to want to do anything to like, it seems like whenever Benefit makes a decision and then goes back on it, it feels like they just promote whatever the bad behavior was that led to that point. So if survivors are being like toxic gen rushers and they're like, ah, maybe we should dial it back on the gen stuff. Like, we won't worry about it right now, but maybe in the future. Then you all of a sudden you have everyone bringing gen rush perks and just being toxic there on the survivor side. Killer side, because they're not going to really do too much to actually take care of like camping. Sure, it's less so, but also it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. If you have a camping Bubba and you just get yourself off the hook, he's gonna chainsaw you down anyway. Like, it's just not gonna matter. And that's kind of the case for most killers. Springtrap's a new one as well, because you could just get 1-2 hit with the axe to a swing. Krisu being another one there too. So, and it's like, oh, we're gonna do this stuff to mitigate the toxic behavior. And it's like, I don't think you should care too much about the toxic behavior. Because if they're TTV, then they have like a face to the name, and if they're going to be toxic there and that's making you money, then pop off cheap. Like, I guess people just want to see that sort of stuff. But if you're like a nameless player and you don't stream, you don't record yourself in any way, shape, or form, you just play this game to like a weird competitive degree, like, no one's really going to care. Like, they're not going to like, it's not like you're going to a schoolyard and people are just going to beat the shit out of you because of how you played in a video game, because they don't know who is the person behind the face, right? Dead by Daylight has what I would call League syndrome. And the reason it's League syndrome and not DVD syndrome is because League, I think, is just a whole lot worse. Where it's a game that gives people the excuse to be their worst selves and profit off of it. I think that's the reason why there's a lot of people, like, there's a lot of streamers who are like very negative that play DBD, and we've come across numerous ones of those, where they want to be like the top of the leaderboards, best ranked, has the greatest stats, X, Y, and Z. Though I would consider being like top 100 in DBD being the best like elementary school baseball team. It's kind of what it feels like. No one cares. It's like, cool, you're good at a game. Are you profiting off of it? Because like, if there are tournaments that do that kind of stuff, cool. If you're getting paid for it, then sure, it's now you're in like the pro leagues. But if you're not getting paid off of it, then you're really just doing a dick measuring contest against yourself. But there are some people who profit off of it, and if they're going to profit off of like bad behavior and everything, then, you know, whatever consequences get faced later down the line when DBD inevitably stops, more power to you. But that's just, you know, it's the name of the game. I don't know if he has lethal or not. We'll see. But it's like that killer, that Springtrap that we just played against. You know, no one's gonna like find them and figure out who this like toxic Springtrap is that wants to like spit on everyone's face and be just a terrible person. because it's not real life, it's a video game. Like, people aren't going to really care too much about that. It might mean a whole lot to them, so they're going to try to be, like, as dickish as possible. And I get it, I was like that too. I still kind of am, because usually they do that in the case where they don't feel like they can do anything. Like, they feel like they have to, like, be a dick to people in order to validate themselves. And, you know, I did that in the past too, a little bit. Just because I knew that I kind of fail at a lot of stuff. So. But, I mean, like Cassie brought it up when we were talking about Flora Stream the other day, where it seems like I've kind of lost any, due to my like compulsive need to compare myself to others. I've gone from being alright and like confident with my solo commentary to having zero confidence in it, and I just have to be around people, but I'm very bad about being around people, so it doesn't work out too well. And I think that, you know, maybe in the past that's also why I've like lashed out so much at like the other TTVers and DVD, or just like other creators just in general. You know, just because they're succeeding and I'm not. I'm not bad to everybody though. Like, obviously to like say like Flora, I've been nice, and same with like Neko. It's nice to see people doing better and better. So, hello, Sable. Quentin's about to loop for 5 gens. See, and then you get games like this. Well, now that Quentin went down, here's the question. Like, now that Quentin's dead, what's the play? Good job, 5 gen chase, you did it! Okay. So, how do we feel about Noed? No Noed. Alright, well, that was a very fast game. That was an exceedingly fast game. I mean, I can't even say nice 5 gen chase to Quentin. Colubrine, Pain Res, Eruption, Corrupt did not matter in the slightest. That the game was over before it began. So that's something else that like we also like talked about a little bit, is like in the terms of like survivors and killers, what dictates if a game's gonna be like really strong. In that case, like if the killer like broke from the Quentin after like 2 gens and maybe chased somebody else, maybe it could have gone a lot better for them. It's like really hard to say, because you have to figure out who the weak link is in that case and then fight them from there, is what it feels like a lot of the time. But who's to say? I still feel like the game this entire time, I would say, is more sighted towards the killer, because if the killer like knows what they're doing, they're gonna be fine. And even if they don't, survivors, they're 4 people. If they make enough mistakes, because you have 4 people making mistakes rather than 1 person making mistakes. How's it going, B? Yeah, no, if four people are male making mistakes, you're more likely to capitalize on that compared to just one person making a mistake. And if one person makes a mistake, but the other three are gods, then you know sometimes that happens too. But I still think if somebody is like really, really good at playing as killer, and if you go up against a team of like four god tier survivors, I still think that the killer would win more often than not because the survivors could, depending. But then there's also, you have to think of like the perks and stuff, right? But I think if in like no perks, nothing, just base killer, base survivors, they're gods of gods, like goddesses of goddesses, whatever, the killer would win more times than the survivors. That being said, there are going to be times where the survivors do win, but will they see the strategy that will get them to the win? Probably not. And also, you have to consider map selection too. Like, there's a whole bunch of factors that I believe would go into it, but I would still say that killers have more the advantage most of the time. But then that begets the question, right? Because if you've watched me play killer for any amount of time, you know that after a certain point, it's just better to give up and let them finish the game really quickly to move on to the next one rather than delay it any further. What's the point of that? If killer's supposed to be like the easy win, why is that the case? Why would I do that? And that answer is because I'm not that good at killer. I'm not good at majority of the killers. And because I'm not that good as killer, I'm not going to be like I'm not going to be as good as say like a god tier killer. I like to think that my surviving is pretty good, but it's also like I'm not like the greatest survivor out there. And as for killer, like I said, I'm far in a way not a good killer, the slightest. But sometimes it works out like that. I think there has been a discussion though of people saying that like this game is still way more killer sided than survivor sided. Or sorry, survivor sided than killer sided. But I don't know. I think it's also just based on like your skill level and like where you are in terms of those games. And obviously, the big thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have more fun playing the game compared to, tryharding. Unfortunately, I always tend to forget about the having fun portion. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, game's a game. Now, should I be doing all the adept stuff, like the recording things? Absolutely. I should be actually working on that. Today's just been such a lackluster day, though, that doesn't make too much sense for me to do that. Keep in mind, I did sleep majority of the day, though not because I was tired. If you're there during the Pokemon stream, you know exactly why I decided to sleep the day away. So, but at the end of the day, I'm still streaming. I keep going back and forth on if where rapper. Okay. Please stop screaming. 3. Thank you. Okay. Veil. It's got a massive terror radius. Interesting that we're seeing a trapper, though. I don't expect to see too many trappers. Chasing after somebody. Oh, he's just chasing down there. Interesting. The other thing you have to consider, though, is that people need to be actually doing the gens. And a lot of the time, it doesn't really feel like too many people are doing gens. They just, you know, they have their own goals, as it were. They do have agitation. I don't know if they have iron grasp. Is the only thing. Okay, there's nothing right here. There's nothing right there. Nothing. That is basement. There is a trap right there, though. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna place that there. Alright, I'm gonna have to save you. Unfortunately, there's a man behind you. Why are you just still stuck there? Fuck me. Okay. But they don't have the other perk. So let's go into both of them. Okay. It's done. Wait, do it right here. Now it's faster. I'll go over here with y'all. That is a full boon. Straight up full boon. He's going through the middle. Okay. I'm going to start this gen, but I need to hope that Bill goes for the save. He doesn't trap the doors immediately. That was a bad spot to be in. It's just a matter of, is this... Okay, he did get rid of the... Did get rid of that. The question is he going to come to me, or is he going to go to the duo? It's 2 gens right there. He's just hiding down there. Scrap the entire bottom. This is what I call, I don't believe we are going to save you. The problem is, does he have NOED? That is my one concern. Let's save. He's going back. Quite the play. Let's see if they make it. Let's open this up then. Frankly, I don't want to be the one to actually, you know, I don't think we should go for the save here. It doesn't have NOED, but need to go. Well, that's over. I don't know how I missed that at first, but I'm going into the basement. I saved Bill. That's fine. Alan, this is a... Good job, team. They lived! And they lived happily ever after, except for Kit. Kit died. He died very hard. Lightborn. No one brought a flashlight. Brutal strength, that makes sense. That is the Trapper's other perk, and our grasp isn't. That's right. It's not overwhelming presence. It might be overwhelming presence, actually, now that I think about it. I just couldn't remember what, like, his perks were. And then, yeah, the trap victims left dying. I saw the honing stone. I was like, yep, that's over. And then wanted to keep to the basement. Which, I mean, that's a typical trapper play, so come to expect that, as it were.
What comes next?
But we did get our tome! We did it! Let's go! Heal a total of health states for other survivors. Back to... Give me a blood. Named after the, like, give me a thief from, Drop Out. The Tooth Fairy fucks up the entire routine. In this case, it's just give me your blood instead of your teeth. Oh, my nose. Not bad at all. 12:30, not bad. Knowing how fucked up my sleep schedule though is, we'll see. Got that. Those. And now the survivor queue crawls to a close, as they do say. We could go back to killer, but we were not doing too well as killers, so I'm kind of not super intrigued to do that. It's fine. Look at Victor with his muscles. Who's got bigger arms than my face? Like I said, I had so much like stuff to do today, and I just all of that. It's fine. We just do what we do, as it were. I do want to play the Castlevania games, so. Funko Beard Like, that name sounds familiar. I think we're in the presence of professionals. Do 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 do. And now it's cold and snowy. And I got two V's looking at me like I'm insane. No, prove thyself. There's Cheryl. My Myers senses are tingling. I don't know why. Because I'm not right typically, but... It's not Myers. Wait. No, it is Myers. Why do I have a Myers sense? Of all the things I could have, a Myers sense is not what I wanted. Really? You just want me? What did I do? Why do I have a Myers sense? That shouldn't be a thing. Something in my gut was like, yeah, it's Myers. Dead Man Switch and probably the other thing. Pain Res. Gotcha. And he's just right over there. We're good. Got the fastest heals this tide of Space Jam. See, there he is. Okay. One of those. Surge. Okay. The gen's about to explode. Yes. I forgot that he is like now perfect turning. I totally forgot that he has perfect turning now. Okay. You know, oddly enough, I can heal myself faster. Nemesis. But how did I become Obsession? Yo, you know I got... No, I think it's time for Kit to run away. Son of a bitch. Nothing I can do there. It is friends to the end in Nemesis. It's not gonna work. Son of a gun. I don't know what the plan is here. Right there. It's gonna be right there. Alright, oh, we're dead. Yep. Yeah. That wasn't gonna happen. GG's. I thought it was a pro team. Just, oh, well, maybe not. It's an end stage vu, so they're going for Chivos. Hard windows, stakeout, fast track, deja vu, scavenger. Interesting, though, with the fast track one. It's the end, advanced switch, scared. Yeah, so we knew all their perks. And then getting the, getting more stock off of the obsession. That checks out.
I am well prepared for any skirmish.
That's great, buddy. Alright, I switched from Prove Thyself to Scavenger for my Gens R Us build. Just because, like, I feel like it means that it gives me more motivation to actually heal people. So... I don't think I'm going to be streaming for too long as well. Because I got other things I should be doing. We shall see, we shall see. Oh, I'll do one more at least, and then we'll go from there. Mm-hmm. Um, we'll see, because not many people run the Gen Rush stuff. It's more just healing, but I feel like Gen Rushing is just a better option. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, there's James again. We did just play with the James. We tried it. He tried his best against that trapper. Nothing we could have done. And then there's probably a YouTube streamer, what I'd presume. And an ace. Ace might be kind of a saving grace. We'll see. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Waiting for the killer. Then I think after this I'll actually get some food. I haven't eaten too much these past few days, so we don't talk anymore. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. All right, let's see if this game can end off on a good one, on a good note, as it were. As it were. It's the wreckage. Ghoul. That's an interesting one to end off on. No lethal. Yeah, we got this handled, buckaroo. Well, hey, as long as I'm getting my the stacks, we good. Gen Rushing Incorporated. That's right, this James is amazing. Let's need to find him. Get some more. Should be fun. Got your friend. I got you. You want heals? What's the play? No heals? Well, I'm gonna get this then. Throwing tremors. Might be able to do this middle gen. Hopefully James can go for the heal. Interesting. I prefer if they would heal. I do this real quick. I just need to do this. Nope, nope, he's right down there. Cool. This blows. And that guy is dead. Over here. Well, that sucks again. That sucks a third time. I'll lead him away. Camaraderie is an interesting perk, isn't it? The unfortunate part is he's just guarding these gens. There's not much that we can do. And there is this. Run. This blows. No, that's fine. He's trying to get me closer to the gen. I'll die in the hook for him. That's fine. Everything was going pretty well until, Oh, I can... You're insane. I'm just gonna... Alright, cool. Well, that's fine. Dude, you just very much dislike the fact that I... Have a good night, B. Take it easy. The guy just hates the fact that I just did that. Okay. It is hysteria, so let's see if I can stun. It's right there. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Good try, good try. Bye, James. It was a great time. That 2 times now I've gotten James killed. There was a chance. We had 2, like, Gen Russian. It just, I think we did not plan it out as well as we could have. Them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. Oh, Ace was trying to do adept fair. Oh, brutal strength. Interesting. Oh, I really can't loop anybody who's, like, reasonably decent at the game, it seems. That's fine. That is okay. Alright. Think that'll do it for tonight. I got a bunch of other stuff, like I said, that I should do, so I'm gonna be up pretty late. We should be streaming more this week, like earlier. We'll see how it all goes. My brain's just a mess, is what it is at the end of the day. But thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.